Good afternoon. My name is Kelly Aman, and I am the head of school at West Millbrook Magnet Middle School. This is a video message for the families of our students in the Extended Content Support Program. We are excited to begin welcoming students back to the campus at West Millbrook Magnet Middle School. And as most of you are aware, our Extended Content Support students are some of the first students that will return to campus. In fact, ECS students in Cohort 1 will return tomorrow, Monday, October 26th. ECS students in Cohort 2 will return on Monday, November the 2nd, and ECS students in Cohort 3 will return on Monday, November the 9th. 2 weeks ago, cohort information and specific calendars for each cohort were sent to families via email. I also know that Mrs. Joins has been in communication with families about their cohort information. If you are unclear which cohort your child is on, please reach out to her on Monday so that you'll know when your child is scheduled to return. We did make individual contact with the families who are supposed to return tomorrow so that they would be prepared and be ready to come. A couple of pieces of information that I want to share with our ECS families so that you can work with your child for a successful transition back to school. The first has to do with health screening. All students, and for that matter, all adults, participate in health screening before they enter a school building here at West Millbrook Magnet Middle School. If your child rides vendor transportation, the vendor will screen your child at your home before they board the vendor transportation, and it will not be necessary for them to undergo a second screening when they arrive at school. If your child is coming with you in carpool, we will conduct that screening at your car before your child exits the car, and then we will escort them into the ECS classroom. And speaking of carpool location, particularly for our newer families, our year 1 grade 6 students. If you'll remember where we did quarter 1 materials distribution, that was the cafeteria parking lot, and that is also where our ECS carpool and vendor transportation drop-off is in the morning. And you'll recognize a familiar face. Mr. Munson will be there to greet you and to conduct your health screening. We will be serving both school lunch and school breakfast here on campus this year. And if your child would like to eat breakfast and lunch from the cafeteria, that is absolutely fine. If your child prefers for you to send their lunch in with them, you certainly may do that as well. Masks are a critical component of our safety plan here at West Millbrook Magnet Middle School and within the WCPSS. In fact, it's critically important that all of our community members are wearing their masks. I hope that by now you've been practicing with your child and helping them increase their stamina for wearing the mask. I know that in the ECS classroom, they have been practicing putting masks on, wearing them, and taking them off. And they will continue to do that in order to support our students in being able to meet this important safety protocol. Please send a couple of extra masks in with your student in case the mask gets wet or soiled so that we can assist them in changing it throughout the day if necessary. I'm also confident that by now you know that Mrs. Moss is on leave and expected to return in January. Currently, Mr. Strong is serving as the sub in that classroom, and of course the entire ECS team is going to support students in her absence. I'd like to ask for patience and flexibility over the next several weeks as we adjust and adapt our protocols, our practices, and our procedures once students arrive on campus and we find things that might work better for our students. As always, please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. And again, we are excited and a little bit anxious about welcoming our students back to school.